All right, today I'm back with another video about chord progressions. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. That's crazy that you haven't subscribed yet, but you're still watching the videos. But all right, like I said, we're going to talk about chord progressions in today's video. Let's get into it. All right, for this, we're going to be in A sharp major at about 167. What I want to do to make this a bit easier is just create like 3 to 4 chords, real simple chords that we're going to advance into bigger chords with inversions, and then we're going to make different types of melodies for the chord progression. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible to understand so you can start to make better chord progressions if you're struggling with them, and we'll throw in a little bit of theory, very, very simple, so you can kind of understand how you could build them. You see in a lot of my videos, when I'm in a minor, I go from like the one chord, and then I go to the 7, and then I might go to the 6, right? So what I mean by that is the 6th note of the scale I want to build a chord on, right? And really all that means is if you start on the first note of the scale, which would be here, right? We count up 6. The white highlighted is the scale. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to the 1 chord, which is A sharp, right? Or the first note in the scale, which is A sharp. So we're not going to call it 8. We're just going to call this 1 and then this 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll go back to the 1. So I want to build on the 6, right? So again, if we count that up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's right here. That's the 7th, back to the 1. So I'm going to build a chord on the 6, and then I'm going to have it stretched out over to maybe here or here, and then I'm going to go down to the 5, and then we might go down to the 4. This might be a good chord progression to start with to keep it kind of simple. So here's what the bass notes or the root notes of it would sound like. So we're going to skip every other note to create chords with this. So now we have a chord here, and then let's go here. And now we have a nice chord progression. Right? We could take these root notes, drop them down. We could take this and invert this and have an even better chord progression. So if you wanted something real simple, you could do that. That's not what we're necessarily going to do for this video, but we are going to start off with this nice simple chord progression right here. So now to make this sound better, what I want to do is bring this chord into about here, bring this one over here, and then this one's going to start to about here. And let's see what this sounds like. Actually, let's bring this in here. Right, and then we can come over here and we'll duplicate this. And then with this selected, we'll hit Alt and Y, and it'll flip it like that. And then we just need to bring this to the same rhythm as the other one. So it'll be like this. So let me go ahead and record that so we can have it sound more real. And we are getting a lot of latency while recording that. So let me go in here and fix this. But now you see it's not so on time. All right, so now that we have that, what we're gonna do is come over here. I'm going to take all these and I'm going to drop them down by doing Control and down arrow. And then I'll probably invert these. Let me see what this sounds like so far. Yeah, that's already sounding good. So now let's add in a couple other notes in between. So I'm just going to figure out what sounds good. I might do some clustering, which is like notes that are close together in the scale to kind of create some tension. So maybe we could do that here. Let's see. That sounds good. This has to be brought over. Hold on, let me fix this. go. Let's see what we could do over here. Let's duplicate this and bring it up an octave. So to here, hold on, let me bring this over. Wow, like that. All right, that's sounding good. And then what I want to do is cut somewhere in here and create another chord before the other one comes. So let's see. That sounds pretty good. I like that. Okay, let's run with that. So now we're just going to kind of spice this up a little bit, add some other little chords in between, and then bring in just a little bit of melody to this. So let's see what we could do. Let's try to go in here, and we'll have this little transition here. Now I'm gonna just go down the scale right here, a little scale run. Maybe have it like spaced differently. Let's make the velocity a bit different. Maybe have this up an octave. Let's bring that back down. And then let's cut here again. Bring this up an octave. That sounds good. Maybe just have this one note here. Let's see. This is already sounding a really good chord progression. I didn't even finish that sentence. This is already sounding like a really good chord progression. Let's see if we could get something over here. Let's add in another note here. I'm gonna just go random, see what we can get. Oh. I mean, from here, I don't even want to complicate it too much. We could really get started on like a top melody, and maybe switch the instrument and get like a guitar lead in here or a vocal, because for the chord progression itself, this sounds really good. I might want to add in a few more things just to see if we can get it better, but this is already a really good chord progression. So let me try, let's see. Let me bring these down another octave. And what if we brought this up maybe 2 or 3 semitones so those aren't super low? That already sounds good. Let's go up 2 more maybe. Ooh, I like how that sounds. Add in, I want something crazy right here, but that's more of like a melody part for it, right? We already have the chord progression, but let me see if I can get something right here. I hear like a little melody in my head. That's it. That was literally all I heard, is this part right here. Yeah, this is already sounding crazy. There it is. That easy, you can create better chord progressions, something that sounds more advanced. Just starting off with some triads, building them into bigger chords, doing some inversions, and then adding, little cuts here to create extra chords, some passing notes, some grace notes, all those things that I always forget the names of during these videos. But this is what I've been doing recently to create, different types of chord progressions. All right, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, leave a thumbs up. I have a new loop kit dropping very soon. If you've seen in the last video, it's going to be real inspired by piano and guitar melodies. So keep an eye out for that. You guys can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for everything else. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.